Hello. And now I'm going to be intending to make this one a little bit shorter because I think I've proven that I can hold y'all's attention with the little bit longer comments. But now I want to show you how I can be kind of on the shorter side because radio personalities, just for examples, they got to talk like non-stop for like 2, 3, and 4 hours at a stretch. Now, I do have the gift of gab, like my mother used to tell me. But if I'm going to be like a expert pundit, like on a TV, those guys, they do like just a couple minutes at a time. So you can't take forever to get to the point that you came here to make. Or else the hosts, they just thank you for coming and they shoot to a commercial before you even get around to saying what you planned on saying. Now, I do like to plan out what I'm going to say, but I will admit that it does take me a while sometimes to, circle the wagons, so to speak. But I am learning. I am a student of this stuff like nobody's business. But anyway, before I forget, I am very happy to report that I have been invited to become a friend of someone who posts here around YouTube quite a bit. They seem like pretty good folks as far as I can tell. So I'm taking that into consideration and all. Now, I got to tell you, I ain't all that worried about, viewer counts and rankings and friends and all that much yet. Because take my word for it, this will all unfold as the good Lord intended. So, anyways, I was going to be talking about freedom today, but I got to show you that when the time is appropriate, I got to have the ability to comment on the news of the day. So I'm going to get a little into that Obama health thing that is going on today. Here's what you need to know about it. It's a circus. That's all it is. And I got to tell you, I got to agree with something that Laura Ingraham said. And if you don't know her, she's that very pretty little blonde lady that you hear in the mornings on the radio. And she was talking about how the Democrats and Barack Hussein Obama, how all they ever want to do is talk about their boo-hoo personal stories this and their boo-hoo personal stories that. And here's the thing, it's because they, like all the rest of them liberals, they cannot see past their bleeding hearts. You got to use this, all right? Your brain. If you want to think straight about this kind of stuff, you don't use your bleeding heart. Now, I've been dealing with some healthcare problems of my own, which is one of the reasons I'm working my butt off right now, establishing this new career, because I do not intend to get my health care from some sort of socialist takeover of the greatest healthcare situation in the world. I'm planning on paying for my own health care with my own sweat and my own muscles and all the rest. I ain't gonna go begging for handouts from everybody else, getting them to pay for my health care with the money they earned with their own hard work. But I gotta tell you, I can be pretty tough on the Republicans too. I hold them responsible today, for example, for walking right into this trap that was laid by Obama and all the rest of them. So here's my question for the day. Where the hell is Senator Bachmann? Now, don't get me wrong, I ain't down on Sarah Palin. There's a reason I call her the Barracuda. But I still don't understand. And if anyone can explain it to me, I'm all ears. How can anyone just up and quit when you're in a position to make this country a better place? You know, even if it is just Alaska and all. But on the other hand, just to play the devil's advocate, she has been working pretty hard to make a pretty good sum of money, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that right there is a real powerful form of leadership. There ain't nothing inconstant about, you know, making as much money as you can and the conservative philosophy of life. See, she is spreading her conservatism by example, and that is what makes her an American hero. But on the other hand, when it comes to the role that cute women, for lack of a better word, the role that they play in the future of the conservative movement, when you consider it all, I've decided to sign up for Senator Bachmann's team because she has become a mover and a shaker right there in the middle of what I like to call the People's Republic of Minnesota. Michelle Bachmann. And to tell you the truth, I find her a little more beautiful even than Sarah. Now, that's personal. I understand that. But there's something a little bit more like what you just call sex appeal about her when you watch her on C-SPAN, because she feels it. She knows how to share her passion. And I admit it, I learned a great deal from her. She knows all them stories about what America used to be like. And I'm learning them stories too, you know, the sacrifices that our forefathers made so that we can live in freedom. Now, me, I started as a night stalker in a grocery chain which shall remain unnamed. That was almost 20 years ago. And eventually I moved up. I became perishables manager. Under my direction, we moved the most gallons of 3% out of any store in my region. All right? Came in third place. Got an award for it, a full set of Pro Force golf clubs, and a rocking chair, which I passed on to my sister. We fought to keep the unions out. I took a turn as night manager, and I dreamed of having my own store someday, but that wasn't in God's plan. But that's all right. I settled into the produce department, and that's where I learned to be true to myself. But, you know, I've been in the wrong business a little bit. However, I have no regrets because that wrong business brought me to where I am right now, on the very brink of new meaning in my life. This is my time, and this is America's time. So just move out of the way if you're just gonna, you know, stand around there. So anyway, rank me up with good ratings if you like what you're hearing here. I do ask that you spread the word. I do have some medical issues I've been holding off on taking care of. But I ain't looking for special treatment, all right? Now, I probably shouldn't have even said anything because this ain't no pity party. But the only thing that I do want to say to you today is God bless the United States of America. All right? All right.